Hello, everybody. It is Christina Brady, President of Sales Assembly, and I am here in our partnership with Sales Hacker to talk to incredible female icons in tech about their aha moments. I am lucky enough today to be sitting down with Daniella Bellaire. Daniella, welcome. Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Christina. Thanks for having me. And hey, Sales Hacker community. I work at Shopify and I'm the head of global revenue enablement for our sales and merchant facing teams. And I've spent the last 10 years in revenue. Actually, the time keeps going by so quickly, almost 12 years now. So direct sales, sales leadership for a number of years, executive leadership, both in large company and the startup world. And then having come to Shopify the last 2 years, I was focused on head of sales in their retail line of business. So point of sale systems for small emerging businesses. And now I'm leading revenue enablement. So pretty big pivot, but very exciting and solving some really cool problems in the business.
Okay, this is incredible. And I cannot wait to hear about your aha moment, because thinking through the journey that you've had, there have to be so many pivotal moments in your life that have gotten you where you are. Share one of those moments with us. What was a big aha moment for you?
Yeah. So, this isn't like a big, crazy hack. This is just something that for me, especially in the last, I'd say 4 years, being in high growth startup environments, that's really helped me be able to accelerate impact quickly and build teams. And so that's what I've really spent the last 4 years doing in the startup world, is building these high impact teams, which has been super fun. So, for me, the aha moment was in a hiring piece or a hiring component, leveling up the talent bar with each additional hire that I brought into the organization, and giving them autonomy. So one, going out there and being hyper intentional about the type of talent, the skill set, the experience that I'm bringing in, probably more so than ever before. Two, really thinking through autonomy and empowering the teams and the leaders on my teams to make decisions and come with ideas. And so I think earlier on in my career as a leader, I was rather prescriptive in where we wanted to go. And, through being in more of a startup environment, I've had the autonomy to make more decisions, be more experimental. And so I've pushed that down to my teams and having them think blue sky, very creative in how we solve problems and drive business impact. And that has paid dividends. And so I'm actually rebuilding another team this year. And this is sort of the mindset that I've taken, and the team's given really positive feedback. So, in summary, it's raise the tide with each new hire. That's scorecarding. That's, being really intentional about tapping into the network to bring in the right person with the right skill set and the right culture fit. Having a collaborative approach with my leadership team and my teams to empower them. This is a Bezos framework, but there's a level 1 and a level 2 type of decision making, which I've implemented. So anyone in a role that is either leader or IC, they can implement changes, they can make decisions, they are empowered to do those things through type 1 level decision making. And that's been able to unlock us to move much quicker in the business. And it gives people a sense of pride and accomplishment, because they've made a decision on something obviously validated by me, but they've made a decision, they've come up with a great idea, and they're celebrated for it. And so the level of engagement I get back from the team is 10x what I would historically. So it helps with retention, it helps with engagement, it helps with career pathing of those individuals. And so it's really allowed us to move much, much quicker. And honestly, everybody's a lot more happier, and it's a pretty nice culture.
Okay, that is incredible. I love when you were talking about empowering people to make decisions, which is a scary thing to do the first time that you do it, is make a big business decision, but then celebrating them for their wins. That's incredible. And one thing I want to touch on very quickly that I know some people are probably thinking about, which is hiring that right person with the right skill set, that is the right culture fit. That's really hard to do. What is a quick tip? And maybe I'm setting you up for failure here. What is a quick tip for where to start in terms of how to interview for that? Because often that's not revealed for a couple of months after people start. So how do you interview for that kind of ideal skill set culture person?
Yeah, that's a really great question. And we haven't particularly, I would say, refined the code, but it's something that's an ongoing project we're working through. But one of the things I would say that we've done differently, or I've done differently in the last year and a bit versus historically, is we actually give them sort of a job ready test. So we give them a real scenario in the business through the interview process, and we have them put a lot of thought, understanding. We get them to meet with some individuals across the team to get context. Now that we're in a digital, fully digital by design environment, I also send them videos from people on the teams they might be working with to give them additional content on the role. Then with all of that context gathering, I have them come and present how they would approach solving a problem, how they would approach building the team. So it's almost a mini trial. And this isn't new, but definitely newer for us. This is a mini trial run of how they would approach the role. And you can see through how they approach that session, that live session, and how they present when asked certain questions, was their success at other companies attributed to just a great build, a unicorn company, and having other great leaders? Or did they directly contribute to those things, and did they build those things? And so that's a really great way for us to sort of hone in on those things.
Wow. Well, that was action-packed. I can't believe that you just spun that up on the fly. That was an incredible amount of information. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for sharing your aha moment with us. There's many, many things that you said that I think are going to help a lot of people. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you to everybody, and we'll see you for the next aha moment. Bye, everyone.
All right. Thanks, folks.